some tier listing. Now I have NOIT open here. Wahoo! Alright, and then I think we also have... Alright, fellas. Look at first up, what do we have? Why don't we find Perk ladder-ring cable, just so we can put them on here. Ordered. We had this situation earlier. Breathing it, can't breathe in more. Oh my god. We got both of them. It was perfect. Bomb at a bar. It's more of a, I'd say it's a sure why not. I don't think I want to put it anywhere else. It's, if you, by the way, for all of this, I want to encourage saying whatever the fuck you feel about any of these. Healthy exploration. I mean, like, you get a little bit of healing for what you get. It's more, I'd still put it there. There's the thing about it, like, it's a plentiful heal if you know where to go. But if you know where to go, you're probably playing at least well enough to not really merit having it most of the time. I'd put it in meh? Meh? Sure, why not? Yeah, I would put it in meh. Okay, alright, now, yeah, I'm gonna put always cast and banger. It's a gamble, but it, you know, it's a 4 limit because it would be too broken otherwise. There you go. Okay, no, absolute. There you go. We're back in it. We got the tier list organized. Angry Ghost. I usually wouldn't pick it up. I pretty much just avoid picking it up most of the time, unless I'm feeling a little cheeky and I kind of just want, you know, Angry Ghost. Or you get it from Gable. You're like, all right, let's collect the ghosts. He's the one that will copy a random projectile around you and then fire it alongside at whatever fire rate your current wand is for, I think, I don't know, maybe a set amount of time. Yeah, it's not the Hungy Boy. I don't know what the full ghost build gets you. Anyways, Rage-Filled Levitation. I'd say it's just kind of, it's helpful. I definitely put it at a sure why not. I gotta move this down to meh. It's meh. I'd rather have potion slots than a single funny pacifist crystal I can throw, which is uniquely funny. Alright, so leg is explain why you think leg is conditional, because I'm thinking I generally would put it in do not pick up. It's bad when it's generally bad if you're not doing a specifically lucky build that just gets an achievement. I don't know, I mean, you stick in place. As long as you have teleport and like rapid fire teleport, leg will actually stick you and sometimes protect you from falling into dangerous scenarios. It can also keep you off of dangerous surfaces if you're lacking immunities. Alright, attract gold. Do we want to put attract gold anywhere? It's surprisingly helpful, especially with like just dangerous money, and it just pulls it out of it. But if you don't have money for a reroll, you don't want to reroll, alright, I'll take attract gold. Bouncy spell. Conditional banger. I like bouncy spells, but you gotta know what it's doing. Bouncy spells does flat damage and increases the lifetime of your all spells that you cast, and it makes them bouncy. Breathless. Okay, I mean, it's an absolute slamper, I think, but it's, honestly, I mean, I don't need it. You don't need it for anything. So, I mean, I generally take it. It's like it's very helpful for very long runs. It's like, oh yeah, I won't drown now, but like, once you know what you're doing, you're not gonna be drowning. It's just like, oh, this will protect you if you teleport into a wall, right? Drowning that are more entertaining, I think. Especially if something else is available. But I'll take it, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. What's it called? I mean, did you see my other run the other day? Where I was teleporting down the lava lake, and I made a little freeze breathe hole with I don't even remember what the fuck I had. It was really good. I think it was like a drop down mana reader or something along with the freeze like center, and I just immediately was in like a little like safety hole. Yeah, right. It's generally like my own thing. I would put it. I'll take breathless, but like I will never feel the need to take it. Unless I'm thinking I need to go in the lake forever or some kind of dumb bullshit. Conditional banger, long run or not. That's okay. I can kind of get behind that. All right, contact damage. This shit is just as good as melee immunity for 90% of the things that attack you. The thing is, it generates a lot of blood. When contact damage is active, anything that goes to melee you pretty much gets hit and interrupted. I can let me shake. Oh my god. What even? I am trapped. This is where breathless might be helpful, right? They're slimy or whatever, they're bleeding everywhere, can just cause issues. Bungus on corpses. I believe this is bungus corpses. Cordyceps. Conditional. This one is wonderful. Crit is an absolute slapper, honestly. Yeah, I agree. It's just 15% crit across all your stuff. Very nice. Ghost. All right, conditional banger or slapper. I mean, honestly, I don't know if there's a downside to this, really. It tends to kill people usually. But I mean, it could be a little spooky. He's not a banger, he just helps. He's a helpful boy. He's a good ghost. He's a very nice ghost. Yeah, this is Mournful Spirit. This is a ghost that appears on after you've killed an enemy, and then it does damage to other enemies nearby. Sometimes I just don't want shit to just disappear. Conditional banger. And I would put it there. I don't want to put it here, and I want to. It feels conditional. That's what I'm thinking. Projectile duplication. I'd say I usually wouldn't pick it up. Why conditional? If you know a lot about it, you can fix a wand build. Yeah, but like, why would you want to fix a wand build for the rest of the fucking run you want to do, or just rely on it specifically? I mean, I've used it, but like, if anything, I would put it in meh. Maybe not. Do not pick this up because you can pick it up, but like. It's not gonna fuck too much over, but it may if you have a bomb on your wand somewhere. I'm gonna put it in meh. Of course, the NOIT tier list. Conditional. Take it with the wands. Absolute slapper. It's not Perk Lottery or Gamble though, so you know, what can you do? You can't deny that, that's obvious. Okay, honestly, conditional banger. You just gotta know. You need explosion immunity to be safe with it especially, but honestly, very helpful. Pacifism free. Some other shit. Conditional banger. It's an immunity. Explosion corpses. It's an absolute slapper, I think. But also, it deletes polymorph corpses. So the one downside. But also, I had a meme on Reddit like a million years ago that got a lot of upvotes. So I'm gonna put it in absolute slapper. Ah! I found it. 3 years ago? Good lord. I was playing Noita 3 years ago? What the fuck? Bro, that didn't number. Anyways, exploding gold. Honestly, I'm gonna put it in conditional. It's not meh. It actually kills a lot of things, but like, it also detonates a lot of shit really fast. It's very odd, and it's not harmful to you, even if you don't have explosion immunity. What's harmful is all the shit it detonates very quickly. You just gotta be on top of it. That's the one. Extra health. I generally take it. I put it at the end of generally take it. Yeah. All right. Extra knockback. Meh. Makes it harder to hit people sometimes. High metal capacity. Conditional banger. Conditional. Type of conditional. Regular conditional. Greed. Agree. Good chat. Very nice. Greed. Absolute slapper, honestly. I love money. Trick greed. Personally, as a pacifist enjoyer, I tend to just see a lot of money from this, and it just stacks up. So I mean, like, you know, for me, I'm gonna put it in conditional banger. Extra perk, absolute slapper. More perk. It's not quite Perk Lottery and Gamble. You have to get to the next shot, but then there's more available, and then it really layers on. Absolute slapper, I agree. It's you know, you kind of need to know more about what to do with what you got, but you need to be playing well for this to work well. You know what? Conditional banger. Very helpful. You need it. You don't need it. Extra wand capacity. I will generally take it. It's not even conditional. You just get extra. It's just like, yeah, all right, I'll get it. That's the thing. The one-offs are generally more... Yeah, okay, I'll pick it up. This is the more levitatium. This is actually kind of awkward. You just kind of fly up really fast all the time. Helpful later, but like, I don't know, definitely wouldn't always take it. I'm gonna put it in conditional. Middle of conditional. Faster wands, generally take. Faster projectiles, conditional. Conditional, I don't know, I'd put it at top of conditional probably. Especially if you just don't want stuff to be faster. Gas fire, conditional banger. Not a slapper, conditional banger. Without fire immunity, it's a bit of a bitch, but freeze field. Same thing. You just have to understand how to get out of the freeze field and have a teleport. Thing is, like, I often just forget and just fuck up, but like, I still put it in there. But conditional banger, I won't generally take it otherwise, but it's also super helpful and super good. Immune to anti-stains, you get the stainless from it. That's a really helpful bit. It breaks you. Oh yeah, I hate this shit. This shit is genuinely horrible. It can just hurt you. This is, I forget what it is. Fungal colony? When enemies are nearby, you will sprout fungal spores. It's pointless. Unless you want to be a bungus man. It fucking sucks. It's just hazardous. Anyways, gas blood. Absolute slapper. Even if you have the potential of catching on fire, it's fucking so helpful to not be stained. I think I would pick it up. It's toxic sludge immunity and gas blood. You can get slime blood and any blood before it. I like it. I like the slapperness of it. You just gotta know when you get shot, or you are flammable now. More hate is conditional. Conditional banger? Is it? I say conditional, yeah. Just regular conditional. Maybe. Same with more love. They're just over there. Glass cannon. Oh, glass cannon. Oh, conditional banger you are. More blood is conditional. I like more blood. Yeah, I would definitely put it in conditional. Gold is forever. I honestly should be here. It's if you're not going for a big old parallel world run. Monkeys. Generally did not pick this up. I want to put it in absolute slapper, but I also want to put it in do not pick this up. I don't want to pick them up. If you generally don't want to pick them up, they will find a way to kill you in the end. I've died to homunculi so many times in good runs. I don't think you should pick this up. I will pick it up though. Okay, this one, hell yeah, top of the list. Just good, helpful, really helpful. Hungry ghosts, hungry boy. I don't always take it. I'd say top of conditional. He's a good boy, but also he will empower your heal when you least expect it. You gotta be careful. Hungry boy is not always so good. Invisibility it's very helpful. You don't need it most of the time, but it is really fucking good. Just being invisible and running around when you need to. Iron stomach. You can eat bungus just fine. You can eat glue. You can get a shift. You can't speedrun overeating. You can't detonate, that's true. Conditional bang. You can no longer explode at will. That's very true. But you can also eat 8 million pounds of concentrated mana. Alright, what do we got here? Pinpointer. It's not even really conditional. It's just generally helpful. It's faster, slightly faster projectiles, slightly faster speed. Reduces spread by 20 degrees. The thing is, like, what if you want a high spread? 40% per spell. Is that what that is? I was wondering, like, a interaction with Black Hole, like on several occasions, probably. But like, I was trying to figure out what was speeding it up. But it increases the projectile speed per spell. Oh, I'd put it in conditional banger then. I feel like I didn't know that. Like concentrated spells. Right, I do need the perk. Whoa! Concentrated with 2 spells, and it's 25 on each. Really? Is that fucking how that works? I thought it was just flat damage. So bouncy spells is flat damage. Concentrated spells is increasing damage for amount of spells cast at the same time. Same with pinpointer. Okay, interesting. All right, I'm tempted to. Nah, I want to put it at the top of this. I still maybe not what. Focus fire everything. All right, let's keep going. Leggy. We're gonna put an absolute slapper. All right, keep going. Levitation trail. Don't pick this up. Concentrated spells. Conditional banger. It does have a lot of cast delay. Yeah, does that increase the... Concentrated spell also increases the cast delay. Does it actually increase relative to the amount of spells cast then? Because I know it increases the overall cast delay. Unless that got like changed a billion years ago. Like, you know what? I think you might be right, actually. I did do a bunch of healing bolts fired at the same time, and I think they did quite a lot of damage, and it surprised me. Because I was confused. A healing ball. I don't want the green. Oh, concentrated spells. Oh, that's hilarious. Jesus, that did a ton. That's interesting. So it just adds a bunch of damage per each extra spell. What is this? Recoil? What? I don't want this. Most of the time. First of all, I like how the recoil feels, and it generally gives me an idea of the power. I don't think I would generally pick it up, even if I... You know, I'd rather just use the spell to get rid of the recoil on something if need be. So maybe conditional. Top of meh. Lucky boy. I don't know what other effects it has. Lucky, he got buffed. Still, I don't want him. I'd put him in meh. I mean, maybe not pick him up. Maybe even, but nah. On kill, bleed, concentrated mana. I would generally take it, but maybe it's more in here. Honestly, gotta be aware of. It's not bad though. It's yeah, maybe meh. Maybe back a conditional even. Which one will you take? What is your spatial awareness? Why is this on here? Yes, I guess I'll take it. Honestly, I think this is an absolute slapper. I've been using Sadakibi on tons of runs to just... Guess what? You can continue the run. You have Sadakibi. You can get directly to the portal room from the bottom. It's very, very accessible. I know the route. It's very nice. It never works for killing things, but I like it. I put it at the end of Absolute Slapper. It's a one-off, so I mean, what are you gonna do? Alright, Bungus Man. These are Bungus. This is... Slime turns into Fungus Man. I generally don't like my slime going away from me. It vanishes. It's very sad. I put it in conditional. This is the worst one. This is the next best one. And then the good one is the explosive one. They're all still under perks I would usually take. All right, faster movement. I love it. Honestly, absolute slapper. Not a conditional banger. Always helps to have some faster movement. Only, I guess, a conditional banger on the terms of, like, there's no other better perks. I get that. I would put it there. I agree. I agree with what I said. Yeah, I thought you think. If you're going, it's problematic. I mean, if you're stacking it too much, you lose a little control if you get too much. So that's more of a lack of familiarity with, like, having too many. I feel like that shouldn't degrade its value too much. Eat your vegetables. Conditional. Taking no opinions on that one. No more shuffle. Conditional banger. You need shuffle ones in hand. Just kidding. It's an absolute slapper. It's just very good. Most ones actually spawn in as no more shuffle from then on as soon as you get that. So pretty good. Conditional banger. It's funny. I'm gonna put it at the top of conditional banger purely because it's very funny to see the wizard get bounced around. All right. We're gonna put this in. Well, hold on. Okay. Oil blood. Absolute slapper. I like oil blood. Phasing. Honestly, conditional. It's not meh. It's pretty. It's definitely not meh. I think it's conditional. It's not about getting hit a lot less. You get hit less, but you also have increased vulnerability to projectile. I think it's like 20% or something. So hold on, are you saying 33% is for phase? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying though. I mean, like, that's pretty huge. That's even more than. It's so like any of the big hits that end up hitting you just hurt like a ton. Well, like I still want to put it in conditional. Maybe not the bottom, but like it's it's helpful, and then it's annoying when you want to do like a specific thing. But I'm not gonna pick it up if it's in the shop. Like almost every time, if it's an option, I won't take it over others unless I just say fuck it. Phasing. Peace with gods. Misclick. No steep money. Personal thing. Misclick. Genuinely. Rats. Absolute slapper. Rats is genuinely very good. Everything becomes rats. Rats just become a threat everywhere to everything else and not you. It's actually kind of nuts how helpful Plague Rats is. Meh. I don't think I really need it. Won't really use it effectively. It's not really conditional. You can also eat your own projectiles on accident if you want to do some wacky shit. Doesn't help. Homing. Generally don't pick it up. I put it in meh. Boomerang spell. Absolute slapper. Hold on. Okay. Projectile repulsion field is in conditional, I think. I'm not going to generally take it, but it's also kind of neato and kind of silly. Same thing. This is more localized, but less useful than the whole projectile repulsion field. Can be fun for boomerang spells, having a little help. A little silly. I'm going to say meh for projectile slower. Ooh, yeah, we got the immunities coming up. We got a full ass list here. All right, it's good. It's looking pretty good. We got electricity immunity. Absolute slapper. I mean, you can't deny it. It's boring, but it is at the top. Explosion immunity. That one's that's a flat slapper. It's too needed. You know, I used to believe like maybe a little less because I liked freeze field over it, but conditional freeze fields. Fire immunity is just pretty raw. Slapper. Melee immunity, honestly, more slapper than most of these. Explosion immunity goes up here with exploding corpses, but I gotta put this above it on account of my silly little meme. Melee immunity is such a good tier or floor 1 like shop immunity to get. It's so helpful. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Toxic slash immunity. Honestly, I prefer gas blood over it, so I'd put it after it. Enemy radar. I don't even take this usually. I don't care. Item radar, I'd say, is honestly more helpful than. I'll take it if it's there, right? Moon radar is a slapper, honestly. Yeah, no, I'll put it at the bottom of slapper. That's pretty good. Wand radar, meh, I don't give a shit. I'll sing eye. Oh boy, that's a. Oh yeah, that's a slapper. Probably just have to greed for me. And then we got extra Perk here. Extra Perk will be. I mean, honestly, it depends where I'm at in the run, so I'd probably put it a little more in the middle. Repelling cape. I don't even think I always take this because of it removing ambrosia and other helpful things. Yeah, repelling cape's conditional banger. You need a lot of them. You need to start stacking them, but like, it's also really good if you're not trying to rely on ambrosia in particular. Extra life. Yeah, I mean, I'll take it. Revenge projectile. Nah. I honestly wouldn't pick it up most of the time. Revenge explosion. Same situation. Revenge rats. I will take revenge rats. There's nothing wrong with revenge rats. Generally, I'm not gonna pick it up unless I've already gotten gambled into revenge builds. Melee tentacle. If you want to, I'm gonna put a top of conditional because I just won't. I don't want a revenge tentacle, but it's also more safe than the other ones, and it's slappy. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'm gonna put it at the bottom of conditional. Living on the edge. Or no, wait. What is this? It's close call. Enemy nearby increases crit chance. I don't even take this much, but I would probably put it there. It's just more crit. Saving grace. Oh yeah. Oh, that's I would generally take it. It's a slapper. It is. And it saved my life a lot. It's just, it seems small. Perpetual shields. Conditional. Do I want a red man trick or not? It's going to be annoying. I won't even generally take it. I prefer other things. I don't need the shield. I am a gamer. I'm fucking balling. You can't deny this. Okay, slime blood. I love slime blood. Best projectile resistance. Absolute slapper. You get slime blood, and then also, you don't get slimed up. You don't get slugged by slime. Just be careful. Stainless, absolute slapper, of course. It's too good. I never skip leg day, honestly. I'll take it. do not pick this up. You don't want your feet. It's not a misclick, but you probably don't want it. You gotta use your feet. You gotta get better at using your feet. You gotta get better as a wizard. You don't need telekinetic kick. You can be stronger. Anyways, teleportitis dodge. I'm gonna put it in meh. It's not a do not pick this up. It's actually alright. You don't teleport too far, and it actually saved me quite a bit when I've gotten it from Gable. But it's definitely worse than teleportitis is just, you know, objectively a misclick. Trick Blood Bunny. Trick Blood Bunny is kind of baller. I won't take it. It's not really a conditional banger. It's just kind of helpful. You gotta be good. It's just Trick Blood is a slapper. I mean, it's very small amounts of healing. It'll maybe keep you alive, but you're also navigating into trick death areas, which are generally hazardous. So I wouldn't put it up there. There's not a lot of healing in this game, but once you find the healing, this is pretty much nothing. Slapper with a track gold. I think, yeah, conditional banger is fair. I need an infinite spell. Oh, it's getting too big of a list here. Top of the list, I'd put it maybe after all the immunities. Beautiful. Vampirism, misclick. It's always a misclick, especially in the beta right now, which is fucking bungus. Doesn't even work with vampirism. It doesn't function. Without the bug, I would put it in conditional, but not a conditional banger. It's simply not a priority. Conditional without bug. Always conditional. Misclick for now. Vomit Rats. Conditional banger. I've had a lot, like way too many Vomit Worlds. Squidward? Squidward! Wait. What? Huh? What did I miss? What? Having a way to get rid of all that vomit is actually incredible. Aside from it just making rats. Yo! Let's go! Pee pee poo poo! Pee pee pee! Have you heard of the PvPs? I need your PvPs. We gotta get this going here. We're doing the Noita tier list right now. We're starting the fucking Baldur's Gate 3 Dark Arts run tomorrow. Now that we've gotten a bunch of Noita in between, I needed to make sure we got that in during the NOITATHON. You know, you gotta play Noita. Okay, Wand Experimenter. Do we want Wand Experimenter? I mean, it's helpful. I would generally take it if it's available and nothing else is like an option. It's not really a banger either. It's just, you know, you gotta be able to read a wand for you to not die after firing a stray wand in the wild. Worm Love! Oh, it's an absolute slapper, baby. We love worms. No worm digging. Honestly, really annoying. I don't like it when the worm doesn't dig. I usually want the worm tunnel. I'm gonna put it in misclick or do not pick this up. I'm gonna put it in Matt. It's still actually considerably helpful, but fuck that. I'd rather have the wormholes everywhere. It's very silly. And that's obviously all the perks. So we gotta see, are we gonna order these a lot? That's all the perks. We need more perks. Don't worry, I have all the spells. Alright. Right. I think this is relatively ordered. Not entirely, but like, you know, I may jumble these around. I ordered it for the most part. Obviously, this needs to go up here with Toxic Sludge. Immunity orders. Obviously, Boomerang Spells is out there with Perk Lottery and Gamble in the Perk Lottery and Gamble tier. It's very sensible. Sly Blood, Stronger Hearts, pretty good. Rats, Stainless. Yeah, that's good enough. I think this is a pretty swell tier list.